Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Red Raiders offense will go on the attack first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Rudolph. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's got him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Smith. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Connecticut's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches need.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Uconn will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give is to Smith. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pitch it. There he goes! Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and you have the ability to rush the passers. You saw right there getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the run, it's Green. Powers through the defender. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and to catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Uconn offense goes back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. The screen, and watch out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe. stripe at the 48. Uconn will have to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got his man on the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Here comes the heat. Setting up the screen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really...
Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz. Get to him. Try to speed up the processor just a little bit. Force the scramble. No damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Uconn! Looking for the time with the extra point.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Rudolph. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Uconn going back to work on offense. How big big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Makes the grab. Turning it on. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Uconn is now threatening in the red zone. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Uconn. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using his legs, it's Green. There he goes! The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To throw, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware.